Rachel?
Good morning.
Hey, how are you? You back in town?
Yeah, I'm back in Philadelphia.
Nice. So tell us all about this week. Obviously, one of the highlights of your career so far. It had to be an amazing experience being at the Olympic trials.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. There were so many great athletes there, and everyone's working for the same goal, and everyone there is just so excited. Like, the morale is insane, and it's almost right before finals. It feels like you're in like a club. Like, there's blasting music, there's lights going.
Really?
And it just gets you so pumped up, and then you're at a pool, which is even better.
Did you get a chance to hang out with Michael Phelps at all?
No. Not really. I mean,
he's too big time, right?
I definitely saw him, but yeah.
What was that experience like? I mean, that if you're a swimmer, obviously that's beyond most swimmers' dreams of ever competing in something like that, and to be involved in that, at such a young age as a junior in college, that's got to be just really incredible. Something you got to tell the grandkids about.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely everyone always thinks about this, or like at least growing up as a swimmer, you're like, one day maybe I'll go to the Olympics. Mm-hmm. But for it to actually happen is surreal, I guess.
What was the competition like? Obviously, better than probably what you've seen in your entire life. And how did you not get intimidated?
Oh my gosh, it was definitely insane. Between me and the first place finisher, and like my heat would be 0.05 of a second. So it was incredible. You definitely get intimidated. You get nervous for sure. You just have to know kind of how to channel it, and I've worked hard for it, and the only thing I can now do is go in there and swim the best I can swim, and that's all you can really ask for.
Well, I know I was talking to Coach Mike Schneider from Vineland High School. He was fired up all week that you were out there, and I'm going to be listening tomorrow. I'm going to check it out. So definitely making the Vineland community proud. How important is that to you to make your hometown proud, and really a lot of people talking about you down there? Yeah,
I mean, I didn't realize. I knew I had a great support system, but I never realized how great of a support system I have back at home until this past weekend. And the amount of people that have reached out to me and, I don't know, either called me or a Facebook message, it's amazing. I mean, I obviously grew up there, so everyone there has a huge influence on me and who I am today, because the coaches, the teachers, even other parents, they are the reason that I am who I am today. So just to give a little back to them. I mean, a little bit for what they've done for, now 21 years of my life. Just to represent them for a couple days is great.
Now, when you were out in Omaha, Nebraska, was Coach John Casadia calling you at 3 a.m. to give advice?
Not at 3 a.m, no. I definitely got a few text messages or after races, what happened? What did you do?
He was probably more nervous than you, I think.
I know he definitely wanted to call me at 3 a.m. and go over my races, but I think he knew I would have had a little fit.
But yeah, just a great swimming community down there. Obviously, they've had some great teams in the past. Talk about that a little bit. What it was like growing up in that kind of swimming community. Really, one of the top communities in terms of that sport in South Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I started at Capri, and then I moved to Marlins, and then Vineland High School, and then I trained with John Casadia. I mean, I've just been so lucky to all the main groups down there in South Jersey. I've gotten a little bit from every coach there, and I think that's really what helped me the most now growing forward, because I've had all these different coaches looking out for me and giving me different, one coach might focus more on my kick and the other coach might focus on my arms. So by going to both of them or having them both, I'm able to improve both of them instead of just one.
We're talking.
So even now, I'll occasionally go back and be like, "Here, help me! I don't know, my stroke's off," and they'll come and be like, "All right, your kick is not up to par."
We're talking with Rachel Bernhardt from Vineland High School and Drexel University. She was recently out at the U.S. Olympic trials. Rachel, what was the facilities like out there? I know they were talking about a lot during the College World Series. That building's right behind the stadium. And I know some of the announcers for the College World Series got a chance to go over there in between games, and they said it's just an outstanding facility.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing. Just that they built it all, too, just for this meet. So just to know that was incredible. And then there's 2 long course pools. The one long course pool is also attached to a short course pool. And, I mean, everything is just completely packed. There are tons and tons of people there. And it's, like swimmers, swimming-wise. And it's just amazing. And you're with so many other people. And then the meet begins, and you look up in the crowd, and every seat, every section is completely sold out. Like, there are people everywhere, and even the crowd is just awesome. It's really, you have to, like, I took a million pictures, and it doesn't do it justice at all.
Did you have a case of the bubble guts?
I don't know.
little butterflies going on at the start?
Yeah. I mean, there always is against that crowd. I'm going against the top swimmers ever.
Right.
So, of course, I was definitely nervous, as I'm sure everyone else was. You just have to know how to channel it. Do what you can.
Now, did you ever get a chance to check out any of the College World Series?
Our last day we did. I swam my 200 breaststroke, and I didn't do as well as I wanted to do, so I didn't make it back to finals. So instead of going back to finals, we ended up watching the World Series game. We caught the last one.
Oh, so nice.
It was awesome. Yeah, because we were going to go the night before, but it got canceled because of the rain, and then
so you were actually in the stadium there for the game.
Yeah, we were like the 4th row, like right behind first base. It was awesome.
What was that experience like? I mean, that's one of the biggest events in terms of college athletics, and it was just an incredibly exciting game, and Coastal Carolina winning it, kind of the underdog of that series, and must have been a great experience just watching a different sport like that, and guys your age going at it for a national championship.
Yeah, it was awesome, and the crowd was insane. The players, they just seemed so focused, and I mean, I grew up playing softball, so I've always had a little love for the sport.
Nice.
It's either softball or swimming are my 2 main go-to, so to watch baseball, it was just great.
What was your impression of Omaha, Nebraska?
It's no Philadelphia, that's for sure. I mean, it was great. It was beautiful, and everyone that I met there seemed to be very nice. I'm more of a intense, busy city girl, so
yeah, it's a little different out in the Midwest.
I think if I stayed there, I might feel a little bored.
They don't have any good cheesesteaks out there either, probably.
Yeah, no.
So we're talking with Rachel Bernhardt from Vineland High School and Drexel University. She was out at the Olympic trials for swimming this week in Omaha. Rachel, what was the thing you're going to take away most from that event? What do you think you remember 5-10 years down the road about being able to compete in an event like that?
That's a good question. I don't know. It was definitely the biggest meet of my career, and just to go against that many competitive swimmers that are that close to me, like within a second. It was probably the most stressed I've been. Definitely very exciting. I mean, I hope I'll go back there again in 4 years and perform a little better. But this is just the start, so we'll see what else.
Nice. We'll definitely be rooting for you. So
Thank you.
Take some stress out of your life. Head down to the beach this weekend. Enjoy a barbecue.
Yeah.
And do all that fun stuff for July 4th.
Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on board, Rachel, and continue success in your college career. And we'll be looking for you as an Olympian in 4 years. Let's get it done.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
Bye. You too.
That was Rachel Bernhardt from Vineland High School and Drexel University. Outstanding young lady and Olympic hopeful here, maybe in 4 years. She's only 21, so she's definitely got time on her side. So she's going to be working hard towards that goal.